So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. And no one expects the high school inquisition.
Hello, YouTube. I'm Unca Crunk, just your standard issue purple monster of a certain age who plays games on the internet. In the previous episode of Danganronpa, we got absolutely buried under the hurricane of death flags that were flying out of Sayaka's butt. Monokuma gave everyone a video that's supposed to give us a motive to kill someone so we can escape Hope's Peak. Makoto's video implied that something horrible had happened to his family, and it would seem that Sakura received similar news. Sayaka, on the other hand, while she refused to tell us what her video was about, completely lost it. Her desperation to get out is so clear that I'm half expecting her to kill someone. Speaking of, near the nighttime announcement, she came to Makoto's room saying that someone tried to get into her room and asked us to switch rooms with us. According to Monokuma, these rooms are supposed to be impossible to break into, so I'm not worried for Makoto's safety, but I am wondering, is Sayaka going to try to kill us? Okay, hang on a second. Have you ever needed to, slip out of a door that automatically locks, but needed to get back in a few minutes later, so you jam the lock so it won't engage? I don't remember Makoto actually, testing the door to make sure it locked. Now, if she tries to kill us, she'll obviously fail because, protagonist. But, what happens to her then? I cannot imagine a universe in which Makoto would kill Sayaka even in self-defense. Okay. Enough of this Unca Crackpot nonsense. So let's go see what actually happens. Ding dong, bing bong.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes. Slowly, I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I'd better get going. I left Sayaka's room and made my way toward the dining hall. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning! Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning! Of course, you're one of those annoying morning people who are just always so perky, and you don't even drink coffee, do you? Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning! I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late...
Yo.
You.
Sorry.
Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning.
Well, hello.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning, beauty took a little longer than usual.
We're the types with a more, let's say, relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. Teenagers need more sleep than adults or children. Scientifically proven. And finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad, my bad.
My bad, guys. Slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
What? It's so awful to be late?
Yo!
I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle, dude. Don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. No. There is someone missing. And I'm pretty sure she falls into the model student category. At least that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet. I didn't even notice Byakuya was gone. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high school.
What was I just saying?
All right. Damn it. I like her. So for her to be so late.
What?
Oh, hello. What's going on? Did something happen?
Yo.
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here.
Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However,
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small, dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. That speck started to grow quickly. And music's going ham. I need to go. I have to go check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I'd let Sayaka stay for a single night. Where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, the room had been completely transformed. What the actual hell? I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. Oh, god damn it. I mean, I knew it, but you still hate to see it. Also, why is the blood pink? Is that a censorship thing? It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. But I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. Then everything went black. Chapter 1. Deadly Life. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. When I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. You're awake, finally. Are you okay? Yeah. Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened?
Um,
Hey, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I
I discovered the body of one of my friends. Why are you asking me if I'm okay? Ugh.
Oh my goodness. All right. So, it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took up running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see it. I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is.
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead.
No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man.
What?
What do you think's going to happen if you go out there? What good is it going to do? Oh, wait, no, wrong.
What good is it going to do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead.
Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be right now either.
Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here.
Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So,
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have.
Why should we listen to anything that black and white fluffy little son of a bitch has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Well, he can go anywhere he wants.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that.
Easy again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times One rule.
The what now?
But
Then, who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is... Dun dun dun! One of you!
Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid. That's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're lying, right?
Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What?
Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion.
Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone.
It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why you laughing? It's 'cause naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here.
Hey, come on now.
You're super naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun.
The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part of the agreement that you have to uphold. Remember?
Then perhaps.
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's being gotten away with. So, a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin.
Class trial?
Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
during the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment.
Excuse me?
Which of course means your school life will come to an end.
So if the murderer gets away with it, the jury dies? Holy shit.
As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply,
What?
it's execution! Execution!
what?
And by execution, you mean?
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. And no one expects the high school inquisition. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind.
Okay, so this is another part of the game that I knew ahead of time. The new rule has... Oh, wait. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
But wait, hold on a second. You're freaking insane, you know that?
Huh?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking about?
What punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want, I'm not gonna be a part of this.
I don't believe it!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first.
As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you?
Huh?
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear Gunyear.
Holy crap!
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, he never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now, I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of the promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. What an amazing promise. But now, you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Oh boy. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She'd died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic. It's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No. You've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened.
Ta-da!
This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
It's the Monokuma file!
Yeah, what he said.
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the quartz. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial. Now could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while.
And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. That if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
what the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation. So we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. All right, damn it, let's do this.
We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. They're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. That's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. Top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. Terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're all pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick.
Okay, then we can let Mundo look after the scene.
Well, no. We can't just leave him in there alone.
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. But fuck you, man.
So then,
Fine, then I'll stay on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense with two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Anyway.
Damn it.
Oh, you can be right out, I guess. I think. I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead.
oh,
So, you'll finally noticed.
what the crap?
Notice what?
I was looking through the Monofukuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
huh?
Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right. Then could it be?
All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me.
Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
What the heck?
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. A look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. A feeling of fear and of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is.
Are you serious?
So we're really going to try and find out who did it? If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution.
What the heck?
That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid.
Huh?
What's going on, man? Okay. Ifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They. Oh, wrong one.
Huh?
We can't run away from this situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that.
Huh?
Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real?
Let me out of here!
Hell no. Someone save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that?
So then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues and form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually,
I'd rather you didn't know.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. And with that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. Just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty. I guess I'd better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking
they
dead.
better not let me find them.
I'll skip the trial and cave the goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka.
What are you implying?
this is very suspicious.
It was you. Not implying shit. I'm saying it outright. You killed Sayaka, you piece of shit. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you going to kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. Yes, true. We may as well at least check, just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I'll black out.
Dude, there is a huge puddle of blood like 10 feet away from you, underneath Junko's dead body.
Oh, yeah?
Whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going.
Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out.
But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Well, duh. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this?
Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me?
I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. Can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizano. Time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka. I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
No way. I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here.
Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro?
But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her.
That's very sweet. and gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Oh, same thing.
Damn it, why is this happening?
All right, let's dip. Okay, first things first. Well, yeah. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. Better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Looks like it was used for self-defense too. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised that it's coated in blood too. I mean gold, not blood, gold. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. But remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it. So this must be my room key. If I remember correctly.
Oh, that's right. We'll have to trade keys.
When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Indeed. For saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. With how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So, how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Or it could just be because he's a perv and he has cameras in every room. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I should probably stop reading those. Out loud, I mean. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. The hell happened here? Sayaka was murdered. That's what happened here. Oh, this lit up. Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Oh, someone cleaned up after themselves. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? Idiot. I said he has brain damage. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine. I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Yo,
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
what?
We ain't
What?
exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's
What?
busted theirs out yet as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of the guys have opened... Oh, yeah, none of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. It's like, why the hell would we? All right. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Surveillance camera. Mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep on watching. It's the display stand the sword was on. There's scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that... Oh, evidence of a struggle, right.
Well,
This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now, it's just showing the school crest. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
hey,
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever the decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Comforting.
by the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a
That dirty bastard.
shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
It'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
Oh my god. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
"Are you a clean freak?" No, I don't think so, but, what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim and not one hair from you, even though you've been living here. Now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? I should look around here first. I can check other spots later. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, no, wait, I already checked that. It doesn't stay up long enough. The door? No. Oh, trash can. No. The heck? Do I look at the lint roller again? No. All right. No, we talked about it. That's not relevant. Oh, the table. Good grief. There's no. Falls in bed.
Well,
The hell? Is it this? Oh, wait. This is new. There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Did you not see the huge honking knife inside Sayaka's body? Ugh. Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, first thing you do is unsheath it. Heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Huh. I mean, I guess he has a point. The bathroom. And on the other side of this door... No, I can't let it get to me. Can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear this wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. What is that behind her? Oh, come on. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. That thought held me up and supported me. Looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her. And there I saw... What? Leon. Well, this is a tutorial murder, I suppose. Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Okay, I was about to make another brain damage reference, but if they... This clue would be harder for a Japanese audience to get, I'm sure. So, yeah, okay, this may... all right, sure. Yeah. Did Sayaka do this? Told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. Pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. What do you mean, whatever they used? Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. Why does she has gold flecks on her wrist? Like she was hit with the, either the sword or the scabbard. There's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. I should really let Makoto say what he's going to say before I start commenting on what I'm looking at. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? That's what she wrote the word Leon with. Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Wait a minute. There's no gold stuff on the palms of her hands. So, the hell? Huh. Okay, that's all to look at in here. Really?
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? Bloody numbers. It's most likely Sayaka's dying message. Never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself. That's a way of putting it that had never occurred to me before.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, well, what do they mean? 11037, I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means that she must have written them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well?
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. You are the protagonist. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. And you'll get a game over. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Okay, I mean, if you write it behind you with your non-dominant hand, it would certainly be, well, behind and underneath you. It would certainly be easier to write it upside down, which is clearly what has happened. Anyway, I'm sure that people who are unfamiliar with English would have difficulty immediately recognizing this as an upside down name. Anyway, it sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. Yeah, well. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? What? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullets. No.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. But doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all of this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Oh, see you later. As if forgetting I was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Okay. So someone had to break into it because they didn't know that it wasn't locked. They believed that... Wait. Okay, hang on. I'll save that for later. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. Oh yeah, which is still in her room. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. Okay, we're going to wrap it up here. Yeah, we got a lot to... We have a lot to think about, a lot to talk about, a lot to do. And we're already an hour and something into this. So, to the outro. So, Leon killed Sayaka, or so the game wants us to think. After all, okay, spoilers for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney incoming. Okay, ready? There were 2 instances of someone's name being written in blood at murder scenes, and in both cases, those names were written by the murderer, not the victim. Okay, spoilers done. Suffice to say, Leon's name being written in blood does not guarantee his guilt on its own. However, I'm inclined to believe he did it. I just have to prove it. So, we will continue gathering evidence in the next episode. In the meantime, up here is a playlist of my aforementioned and completed playthrough of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and down here is a video that YouTube recommends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!